Hi and welcome to this tutorial series about GIMP basics. GIMP is a free image manipulation program and you can achieve amazing results if you know how. This is part 1 and we will change a few settings in GIMP, look at the user interface and save a new file. So, first we will go to the main menu and take the preferences. A window will come up, looks like that. And most standard settings are actually fine, but there are two things I would like to change. Under System Resources, you can see the undo levels. The standard is 5. So GIMP will only save 5 of the steps which you can undo again. And it's not close to enough. I will change that to 10. My computer's really old, so if you have a new and good computer, you can easily just go up to 30, 40 or 50 steps because it's so nice to be able to undo stuff. Then the next thing is under Interface, click on Theme. It's really nice that GIMP takes the dark theme as standard and I really like that one. This just means like the whole user interface is pretty dark. I think it's really nice and it's easy on the eyes. But if you would like to have a light one, you can change it here. However, what I would like to change is the icon theme. The standard setting is the symbolic item theme. So everything is in black and white, and I don't think that's so good because it's hard to see the difference. It's really hard to see what the icons are. So I will go to the colored theme. And you can see all the icons are in color now, and I just think it's so much nicer and it's so much easier to see what these are. Of course, just feel free to click through the settings and have a look. Maybe you would like to change more, but that's the two changes I would recommend. Click OK. And let's have a look at the user interface. In order to see everything, we will start by creating a new image. So we go to File, New, and we will create a new image window. All the windows that pop up you can drag around, and you can also just make them bigger. Oh, funny, not that one, but most windows you can just make bigger. You can choose a size for your image, and there are some advanced options where you can choose the color space and what color GIMP should fill this new image with, and you don't really have to change anything. Just keep the standard settings for now and click on OK. So we have this empty image. It's transparent and you can see this check pattern, which means it's like transparent because it can't be shown in a different way. Also Photoshop and all these programs use this pattern, so it's pretty much universal. You have the rulers in the side of the image where you can see the number of pixels, so it's like a coordinates. At the bottom of the window you can also see your coordinates right here where your mouse pointer is. You can switch from pixels to inches or whatever you're using. Right here you have like the view, the zoom, where you easily can switch between 100% or like zoom in and out, like make it bigger or smaller. And we can see the current layer, but we will look at layers in part 2 of this tutorial. Right now you just have to know that it shows the layer you are working on. So, in this corner at the top you have the toolbox. These are a number of tools. There are actually more, but that's the ones that are shown as standard. And you can just click on them to pick one and work with. Let's try and click on the paintbrush tool. Because on the opposite side, over here, you can see the tool settings. This means each of the tools has some settings that are specific to the tool. Some only have very few, like the move tool, but the paintbrush is one of those that has many settings, of course. And you can see the settings right here. What these are and what you can do with them, we will have a look at in a different part of this tutorial series. Right now you just have to know that you can find the tool settings for each tool right here. If you choose a different tool, let's click on the text tool, just as an example. You can see that the settings change completely because of course the text tool is something else. You can choose the font, the font size and all kinds of stuff. So for each tool has its own settings, which are right here. Right below the settings, you can find the layers. What layers are and how you use them, we will talk about in a different part of this series. But just know they are here and they are really important. Now let's just talk about how you can change the user interface so it's after your taste. You can see 3 dots right here, and if you move your mouse pointer on top of it, you can see that you can actually make this row bigger or smaller. Sometimes it's nice to have more space for the tool settings right here. So why not make it a bit bigger? You can also move around all the dialogues you have to wherever you would like to have them. Like, let's just look here. In this part, and again you have 3 dots, so you can just drag that up or down. But in this corner of the user interface, I have actually 3 dialogues. I have channels, paths, and layers. We won't talk about these 2 right now, but let's say you would prefer your layers to be right underneath the toolbox right here. If you click on the icon, it looks like 3 pieces of paper. Left click, hold left click and just drag. You can move it over here and release. And your layers are now here. And you can do that with all the dialogues. Let's just drag it again, left click and hold, and back to where they were. Because I would like to keep everything standard for this tutorial series. But all the dialogues you can move around and place where you would like them. Like here you have some too. This canvas are the tool settings. You can also just move that to under your toolbox, so you have the tool settings close to the tool selection if you would prefer that. Of Of course, you see the different dialogues. You can switch between them, like here's the undo history. Images or devices. You can just move around between them. Also here, channels, paths and layers. But let's keep the layers, the undo history and the tool settings active because that's the most important ones. So that was it for this very first part. I hope you enjoyed that. Please subscribe to my channel. Please leave a like on this video. It would really help me. Next time we will look at layers, what they are, how you work with them, and we will try out a few of the selection tools and create a few simple shapes. Thanks for watching, and until next time.